hello. Good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. What hello was that? I don't know. Hello. Hello, San Francisco. Hello. Good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Saturday evening. So that's MaX5 for you. We're on it. We're here and we're showing it to you. Round 4 at Tokyo Expressway. SOL. Oh God, I'm loud. Here I am. Yeah, I'm showing you everything. I'm telling the bloke on YouTube. Yeah. So, round 4. What have we got to say for it? It's something. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. South Outer Loop. That's what Seoul means. So we're doing the South Outer Loop here in Tokyo. Is there anything? There was some questions during the week in Discord about the tyres, but I might save that until the feature race. So we're at Tokyo Expressway. We've got a sprint race of 15 minutes and then a feature race of 30 minutes. Both take place at Tokyo Expressway, which is 3.232 miles long with 17 turns. And on the sprint race, the time of day will be at 12:45, and the feature race will take place in-game at 6 o'clock in the evening. Fuel is set to ×4 on all these little Mazdas that we're using. Their power output is up to maximum and its weight down to minimum. In the feature race, they have to use a compulsory racing hard tyre during the race. That's everything so far, I think. That's everything to tell you. We'll have a look at the table, shall we? We're on, well, this is round 4 already, so we're into the second half of this 6-week championship. People in the chat already. Pat, first one here. Carly, are you racing, Pat? She asks, and Pat says, yes, he's just getting on now. He has been delayed. So it looks like we're going to have a nice full room this evening. Guesty fastest so far with a 42.717. I'm not sure if I'm oh, even T13 Ragnar's here. Crying out loud. What a day to celebrate. Kale, we missed Kale last week. There he is. Lovely. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm not sure if I know South Outer Loop as well as some of the other Tokyo Expressway track layouts. I know that hairpin. Who doesn't know that hairpin? So Guesty so far the fastest on track. I was looking at the league standings for you, and what we have is in first place we have a Talleyrand on 118 points. So that's Talleyrand there, sitting in the VRC Motorsport liveried Mazda. Second place in the championship we have IR Graham on 80 points. Is IR Graham here? I know he can't always make it. Oh, he is. He's here. He's here. He's here. There he is. Hello. Hello, IR Graham. He's done a 144.952 so far, but we know he will be going faster. Then third in the championship, the Spanish wonder, the one and only Fernando Curtulu. He's third with 74 points. Fourth we have Kale, even missing around. He's still there in 4th place in the championship, that is 5th place on the track at the moment. So Kale in 4th with a whopping 70 points. By the time I tell you the points, you've forgotten who the bloke before was. Alexis Maximus is now in 5th in the championship on 68 points. Behind Alexis Maximus in 6th place is Jax Racing, formerly Lowy Jack, and 64 points. Then behind Jax Racing in 7th we have a Jokas on, oh god, what did I say? Jax Racing was on. Oh, table's long, you see. I have to 46 points I think is Joker's, I think. Let's see if I can make it smaller, that'll be easy. So the Mika Wivry is in 8th with 37 points. Then we have Pat in 9th on 29 points. Koi Carp in 10th on 26 points. Racer Brown in 11th on 25 points. Guesty on 22 points, and then Ragnar on 17 points. So, you know, everything to play for. I know I always say it, but when you're in it to win it. So that's all that out of the way. We've still got a good whopping 9 minutes till we go to qualifying. That's what it's called. Cthulhu, so far the fastest here around the streets of Tokyo. It's like Too Fast, Too Furious, isn't it? That could be Vin Diesel driving that car. You never know. It's got a helmet on. I'm going to do some whooshes. I was reminded I am been neglect of late to get these whooshes out. So whoosh. There is RRL Cthulhu. RRL stands for, I think it's Red Line Racing League. Yes. I think they're moving more over to the other racing game, Assetto something or other. In second place, the other Spaniard, Alexis Maximus, trailing his teammate by 3.5 tenths. Could be an element of sandbagging. We know Talleyrand's fast, and we know, oh well, we say we know Talleyrand's fast. He has just gone fastest. Do you know what? We should sit on car with one of these bad boys, shouldn't we? Just to get a feel for the track, and why not Talleyrand? Stick to home ground, give him a whoosh, whoosh. Talleyrand in the Union Jack helmet, always with the number 20. So we're going around this corner. Onto a straight. This is the start straight. That looks like that's the start finish line, is it not? What we're just coming up to? Yes, the tick has just gone over. No, Guesty. Oh, Talleyrand must be fastest because Guesty's gone in the bits. I don't know. So that's his Guesty on a 42.060 is the fastest. So we're going through Wiggly Part. I mean, I know all these parts of tracks. I just don't know if I've driven it in this configuration. Over to the left, going down the hill towards the hairpin. You really do have to kill your speed here. You just slide out to the outside of this. That's where the pit lane is. I always forget if people are trying to remember. I know that much. The pit lane's always in a weird place here in Tokyo Expressway. South Outer Loop. This seems like, oh god, a little nudge and then another nudge of the walls. They're not even barriers, are they? Under the tunnel. The car's virtually at the on the knuckle of how fast it can go. 144, 145, top end out of that, I think. Brake in into the long right-hander. Ooh, nasty chicane. I think we're going to see some action in that chicane this evening. That's something to get ourselves revved up about. And here we go again, coming around back onto the start straight. I don't think Talleyrand was really pushing a lap there. We'll see, it's close. 43. Beautiful. I'm going to just mute you because I'd have to clear my throat. Hello, hello. Yes, there was a bit of throat clearage needed. And there we see Cthulhu going faster again with a 42.185. We'll go through the field. We've had an F12 on Cthulhu. Talleyrand, we've had one of them. Yeah, here you go. Racer Brown, third fastest. Last season's champion. In the orange liveried Mazda, only a tenth off of Talleyrand in free practice, so he's looking good. Alexis Maximus. I love that spray paint on the back, their names. That's so cool. or a latte. So fourth, I did it as F12, but you can have another one. There you go. Whoosh. Kale, whoosh. Oh, there you go. In the what was it? Renown, liveried Mazda, looking great. I.R. Graham in the Reese's Pieces. Is it Reese's Pieces? Got MasterCard on the front, but I think it's Reese's on the side. Yeah, you can see Reese's. Hey. The Mika Wivery in 7th fastest with a 43.764. Mika Wivery, and there's a helmet. She told me she was wearing a replica helmet, and I've forgotten the name of the person, so I have to just quickly go and have a look. Wait 1 minute. Gozia Rudest. I wish I hadn't even tried now. Rdest. However you say that. Rudest. Gozia Rudest. There you go. That's her helmet. Mika Wivery. Car 22. Then 8th we have... Whoosh. What is that noise? Someone ringing an iPad over here. Sorry. We have T13 Ragnar, Team 13. The T13 stands for... I'll just call him Ragnar. It makes it easier. Although I forget, because like Anchorman, I just read what I see. So I'll be saying T13 a lot in this race. But there you go, Ragnar, 8th fastest so far, but he's only just hit the track. And then in 9th, I gave him a whoosh. I'm pretty sure I gave him a whoosh. Whoosh. Very cool. Then 9th on track, and it's only practice, remember. We've still got a good 3 minutes till qualifying. There we see Pat in the Shaw/JPS Lotus liveried Mazda, and Guesty, he is having a nice old rest in the pits because he was one of the fastest. Now Racer Brown's popped into the pits, but he did go faster, Racer Brown, with a 141.735. Oh look, there he is. Ooh, I wonder if I... Ooh, Talleyrand is asking if we are all ready, and I will oblige him with an answer. I think so. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Do I want to exit that? No, I didn't want to exit that. I knew I didn't want to exit that. I was really having a hard time thinking about it. Give me a break. Didn't sleep much, if you want to know. No one cares, but I am tired. Doesn't mean this is going to be any less or any more mistakes. Hey, soft Y there from Pat. This is going to be, you know, no worse than what I usually do. Just means it's going to be, I've got an excuse for it being bad this time. Come on, I always do you right. I've got to inspect what this iPad's doing. In the distance, it keeps blopping. Oh, it's Lennon with his Discord. I'm going to move the iPad away because it's just going to irritate me dinging every 2 seconds. I don't know what, it's something to do with Discord and it keeps beeping. There you go, I'm back now. Got rid of that bad boy. We've got the two Spaniards trying to merge into one supreme fighting machine Mazda. They're saying they're the fastest, but obviously, well, they're on 1 and 2, but Racer Brown has gone fastest with a 41.735, and the next on track is Cthulhu with a 42.185, unless someone's in the pits. There is a few at the back there on pit stops. Talleyrand, he might be just 5 thousandths off of the he said good luck all, so qualifying is just about to get underway, and then we'll see who really can do what time. So grab onto your hats, Jam, give us a soft Y on... Oh, Jam said a couple of things, hang on a minute. Good evening, looking forward to this. Jam Huntington, give us a soft U first, and then a soft Y in the YouTube chat. Come on, it says you're watching. Why don't you say hello to Jam? keep him company. There we can see them all streaming out. Wow, that's not a bad view. Get rid of the F1s because we do not want those. They look horrible. And we get rid of all that. Right, we're there. We're sat, it looks like, on board in an awful position with Talleyrand on his out lap. Jam says hello everyone. And no one says anything back. Poor Jam. Don't worry, Jam, I've been doing this for months and I keep saying hello to people and they don't hardly ever answer. I think they like to watch. Bunch of voyeurs. And see Talleyrand there fighting for a little bit of space to give himself a run. Ooh. And it looks like the Spaniard's also hanging back. He's so lonely. Jam's so lonely in the chat. Go on, say hello to him. He got a podium. Did you get a win, Jam? Last night? Hang on, let me think. Alpha got the first 2 wins. JTX got the 3rd win. Sorry, no. But you got a podium. I remember you got a podium. You got something good out the evening, I know. Glinter Slater says hello. And Jam now. Jam's got a friend, so I'll leave them 2 at it. Whilst we have a look at everybody's out laps, I think. How far away are we from hitting? Oh, we got away yet. We got to. Oh no, we're on it. Jesus, it's a short lap. 1:13, and that was from the pit lane. So IR Graham at the front of the pack. Knight of could 3rd. Yes, I thought you should have got what the win. Night of could have beens. Yeah, it was. It was a great night on the MTCC. Should go back. Anyone who didn't see Friday evening's action from, give me a second, we only did it yesterday. Autopolis, there you go, because we're still in Tokyo. I was going to make a big deal about still being out here in Tokyo, saying the weather's lovely. I had a Chinese in celebration from the Golden Boat. So IR Graham, still waiting for him. Here he's coming down to the nasty little chicane. Autopolis short, see? Got it right. What did I say? I did say Autopolis. I'm pretty sure I saw Autopolis. There is a bit of a lag on type. A Chinese in Japan? Yeah, I found one. It's the closest I can get. We haven't got a Tokyo at the end of our road, or a Japanese. So there we see IR Graham landing a 42.497 on his first try. Ragnar managing a 43.800. Talleyrand going fastest. Talleyrand up the top there with a 42.483. That puts him only 100th ahead of IR Graham. Flooding in below though, TT Ragnar, 143.8. The Mika Wivry, I know she's been practicing, but she's up to 4th with a 43.905. Racer Brown we saw fastest in practice with a 44.563. That's why it's a short lap, because they come out the pit lane halfway around the track, don't they? That's why it caught me out. Looks like Racer Brown going faster again. Pat with a 6th place, a 45.209, sitting quite comfortably behind pole sitter Talleyrand, getting a tow. Cthulhu 7th with a 45.497, towing his teammate Alexis Maximus along, who's on a 45.987. We'll keep an eye on these 2. I think they're playing the tow game. They might swap over, although they look like they're racing in a minute. Looks like Alexis has caught up Cthulhu. You're going to have to give him a bump draft there, mate. Just drive into the back of him, it'd be right. Guesty in 9th, but he's got a purple. It's gone blue, so someone else is going faster with a 46.468. Joker's there in 10th, 51.111, and Kale having an awful first lap with a 2-minuter and a very dinted up front of his car. So IR Graham has gone fastest of all with a 42.160, some 3/10 ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand has set another fastest time, but not fast enough. He's only put a 42.272 in, putting himself a 10th behind IR Graham. All movement behind though, all moving. Look, Racer Brown with a 42.442 has put himself into 3rd. Guesty 4th I'm not going to stop reading the times out. Must do your head into 42, bingo. Alexis Maximus then into 5th with his last time, a 42.7. Cthulhu there, behind his teammate, but we did see he was towing his teammate around. It looks like his teammate and Mika Wivry were getting into it, but Alexis Maximus backed right off, I think. So, yeah, Cthulhu in 6th with Kale pulling himself up into 7th. Mika Wivry, she went faster, but has dropped down to 8th. Ragnar is in 9th. He didn't manage to go faster on his last lap. And Pat 10th with the 44.5. And Jokus down there in 11th at 48.0. Jam says Guesty could be in with a good chance, so long as his wife doesn't shout out. Yeah, he's racing with the family, Guesty. We found out on Discord. He got distracted. He says he's indoors now. I don't know how he used to race outdoors, but it seems like the colder weather has brought Guesty inside. It's like me with the rabbits. I've brought the rabbits inside. I heard Graham saying another time with a 141.9. Talleyrand usually crosses the line not far after. He's just crossed it now with a 44. No go, Joe. Well, you got to remember, it's a 20-minute. Oh no, can't be a 20-minute time session. Guesty done a 42. Guesty in 4th there. Very nice. Just behind Talleyrand. Racer Brown managing to get himself ahead of the championship leader, only just though by 100th, some 3.5 tenths behind IR Graham. IR Graham driving supreme at the moment, untouchable out there. But Racer Brown, Talleyrand, they fancy their chances. Guesty also close. Look at that, 200ths off of Talleyrand's time. Guesty is on it. I love those tyres on his the wheel rims. Were they like red or something, but they look cool. They're red, but they look cool. Like red wouldn't be cool. Yeah, I like them. I've never noticed his tyre rims, his wheels. I tried to sip that really quietly, but it's quite a full can, so there was a lot of slurpage, I'm afraid. Yeah, Guesty in a great place in 4th. Alexis Maximus. Who's getting who a tow? I can't tell who's in front of it. Oh, he's getting out of the way of his teammate now. No, he's back up. So Alexis still behind Cthulhu. And Cthulhu is in 6th. Someone's made a move. IR Graham again. Just keeps going faster and faster every lap. Demoralising those around him. Oh God, Racer Brown. He's coming up towards the Spaniards. Bit of traffic there. He could do without. Ragnar setting a time, and Pat also setting a time, so things are shifting around. Cthulhu's gone faster, Racer Brown's gone faster. Oh, soundboard, Racer Brown, I was too busy watching the little. And Guesty's gone faster. Guesty up to 3rd. He's bumped Talleyrand down. Talleyrand, he's gone over the line, he hasn't managed to go faster. So, IR Graham, fastest on a 41.4. with Racer Brown half a second behind on a 41.9. Guesty 3 tenths behind Racer Brown on a 42.2. Then behind that Talleyrand also on a 42.2. It's so close, looks like he's trying to find himself a bit of space. Did look like he was becoming in quite a bit of traffic there. Gosh almighty, look at them all bunched up. They all want a tow, do they? Is that the way to get the lap here? But IR Graham's not getting a tow off anyone. He's just driving around on his own, isn't he? No tow, Joe. Jokus going 42.8, putting himself into a lovely 7th spot there. So let's have a little rundown then. So in number 1 we have IR Graham with his greatest hit, I Am Going Faster Again. In number 2, Racer Brown, I Am Hopeful. In number 3, Guesty, You Don't Usually See Me Here, Watch Out Boys. In number 4 we have Talleyrand saying How Far Down Have I Gone. In 5th we have Cthulhu, a Spanish song, I don't know, I'm falling apart with the song names. 6, Alexis and Maximus, I Want to Beat My Teammate. And Jokus, Oh, Guesty going faster again. Oh, third, he's only just under 2/10 away from Racer Brown. This is some intense stuff. We've got just over a minute and a half, minute and 3/4 of qualifying left. Kale hasn't managed to better his time since lap 3 with a 43.0. He's 1.5 seconds off of pole. I must say for Kel God, there's loads of chatting that I haven't been involved in here. Thirds, night of could have been, yeah, or top of the short, Chinese in Japan, got that. Yeah, got all that. Oh no, it's not too. Green cars seem to go quick, they do. Rush hour in Tokyo, yeah. Katilo is a Fernando Abba, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Whee! Jam, you should do this job, you're a lot better at it than me. That's awesome. Oh dear, Racer Brown going faster in a crowd, but he's going faster. Jokers, we saw, just gone faster. No, went faster again, I think, with the 42.5. Joker's really finding his feet. He's up to 6th, breaking the Spaniards straight through the middle. But he's 6 thousandths off his own time. He's come across Mika Wivry, you know, and I.R. Graham there, going faster yet again. 41.262. Somebody stop me. Racer Brown, bit of a slower lap for him, but I think he's trying to navigate a bit of traffic there. Jam said double team, yeah baby. So no movement so far. Further down the field we have Cthulhu in 5th with Jokers up into 6th. Alexis Maximus is in 8th. 9th for Pat. Kale's moved up the order somewhat, I don't know where. Where was he? He was behind Talleyrand, wasn't he? No, 6th, behind Cthulhu. So, Kale making some movements. Looks like I.R. Graham's done for the day. He's happy with that. Thank you very much, he says. 7/10. I dare you, I double dare you to beat it. So further down before we run out of time, we've got Kale in 6th. Joker's now down to 7th. Alexis into 8th. Pat is 9th with the Mika Wivry in 10th. Only 200ths behind her sworn nemesis, the other livery maker in the group. Well, we've got 3 of them now. We've got Vince knocking around as well. If you ever want a livery made, I'm telling you, there's 3 of them eager to please. So there is Team 13 Ragnar. He's only a 10th off of Mika Wivry. It's tight down the bottom, tight up the top. Racer Brown, looks like Racer Brown and Talleyrand can't wait for the race, and they're just cracking on with it now. Whoa, I think Talleyrand was trying to give Guesty a bit of bump draft in there. We'll see. He wants him out of the way. Got laps to get on with. So there we see. The timer not yet run out yet. Ooh, someone's sliding down the wall. That looks like Pat. And we've got Racer Brown in 2nd spot with Talleyrand down in 4th spot. They've only got pretty much this is it. Wow, that timer, the timer must have already run out. So Racer Brown got 2nd, Guesty in 3rd, Talleyrand 4th, Cthulhu in 5th, Joker 6th, Kale in 7th, Alexis Maximus 8th, Pat in 9th, 10th for Mika Wivry, and in 11th is Ragnar. And that is how the order stands, ready for this 15-minute dash around Tokyo Expressway. Oh yeah, nighttime as well. Ooh, I like nighttime races. Yeah, baby. Oh no, it's daytime again. Whoa. Freaky stuff happening in the world of GT Sport. We've had a day and a night. Now we're back to day again. Race will be good, Jam says. Takali. So we're watching I.R. Graham. We're going to press F1 to get rid of the big bad numbers. Then we can see I.R. Graham sound the grid. Is that really the best we can do, or a backwards view? That's better than what we had though, wasn't it? So they are go, 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 go. And there we see I.R. Graham leading Talleyrand. Talleyrand having an amazing start, jumping from 4th. Racer Brown down to 3rd. Guesty in 4th. Cthulhu, oh, it's the first corner. We've got to have a look. There's I.R. Graham going through. They're all going through. Yes. Looks, oh no, 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 no. Kale, come a cropper. I don't know if that was a Ragnar. having a little tap there. There's the Mika, Wivery and Kale down into... So back to the lead. Sorry, I was getting buttons mixed up. So Talleyrand ahead of Racer Brown off of the line. It's all very tight with Guesty just in trail. But it looks like Guesty's going for a really tight line there, being defensive earlier on. There's a move. Oh my gosh. There's a tap on Racer Brown. I don't know. But it looks like Guesty, is he waiting? He looks like he is slowing down. Oh, what a shame. What a terrible shame. Where is he? Where's Racer Brown? Racer Brown's there. He's only just got going again. Oh no, beginning of the race crushed. So here we have the two championship leaders. IR Graham just ahead of Talleyrand. In third now we have Cthulhu. Fourth, Alexis Maximus. Fifth is Jokers. Ragnar is in fifth. Ambitious by Guesty, says Jam. Joker's there in seventh. It's all going off in the little group here with Pat, Jokers, Mika Wivery, and Guesty are recovering. He still hasn't managed to let Racer Brown past him, has he? I'm not sure, because we didn't see. Maybe he's let Racer Brown past and he's gone ahead of him again. Oh no, what's going on there? We had cars ghosting all over the place. So, Mika Wivery, okay, is up into fifth now. Kale is up into sixth. Racer Brown is now up into seventh. Ragnar is in eighth. Pat ninth. Guesty's in 10th. And Jokers is in 11th. We obviously had some kind of incident go off between Pat and Jokers. Oh, we won't see it. We were too late. Looked like it already happened. Big fat bummer. Oh well, so Graham now 1.3 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand hunting him down, chasing him down, throwing everything he's got at this track. There we see Cthulhu in third spot. Lovely. Didn't look too great in qualifying, but there he comes with his teammate in fourth. The Mika Wivery, that's a surprise for everyone there. Not great in qualifying. Just ahead of Ragnar, and she has promoted herself up into fifth place. Keep it consistent, Mika, nice and steady, and it will pay off. If you have got Kale following you though, Kale's struggling to find pace around here. It's quite a nice little gap, 3 seconds, keep an eye on that. Racer Brown is finally ahead of Guesty. We've lost Guesty. Guesty's down there behind Pat. So somehow Racer Brown getting past Guesty and right up into 7th spot. I think that happened when all that malaise was happening, wasn't it? So Guesty with the bit between his teeth. He's got some cars to get past. It's all about damage control today. Then IR Graham, he is less than a second ahead of Talleyrand. He's not running away and hiding. He's just done the fastest lap. He did a 42.613 and Talleyrand did a 42.604. So there's nothing in it between the two leaders, and Cthulhu managing to stay with them. Only a second behind, 2 seconds behind him is his teammate Alexis Maximus in fourth. Fifth is Mika Wivery, but oh my god, that 3 second gap she had on Kale has dropped to 7/10. So Kale on the hunt. Ooh, got in car, awesome, whoosh. Excuse me, a little drinky pops, it's getting dry. And I'll choke on my Red Bull. Well, there you go. I had to sit. Oh, Mika just tapping the barrier, which gives Kale the opportunity to just try and nip on by. But not quite yet. He hasn't made it stick yet. He's there now. He's ahead. Up ahead then, IR Graham is still holding that 1 second from Talleyrand. We've got to sit in the car. Excuse me. And again, that Red Bull right went down the wrong hole. So sat on board with the championship leader, chasing down second place in the championship. Whoa, he slid that bad boy round, eh? I was wrong, Vin Diesel's in this car. So 1.6 seconds, we lost half a second on that lap. Chasing down IR Graham, who we know is a formidable opponent when it comes to the MaX5 series. He is a champion, I believe last Last season's champion was Racer Brown. I think the season before that was IR Graham. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won the season before that. Well, this must be like the third season I've commentated on MaX5. It's only a short championship. It's not like me saying, oh, I've been in this game so long. So anyway, let's get out of the car. I was thinking we were going to be catching up IR Graham, but IR Graham has pulled out all the stops, did a 41.7 on his last lap, and Talleyrand managed a 42.4, so that's where Graham found the time. Cthulhu, though, he's not being dropped. He's staying with the top three. Graham won season 2. There you go, Jam, thank you very much. Alexis Maximus in 4th. What's going on there? I thought, oh, Racer Brown has got past Mika. Poor Mika. Graham won season 2, Racer Brown won season 3, and Cthulhu won season 1. Jam the statistician, he's on the ball, feeding the information that's needed. Sapat, Mika, Ragnar, Jokus, all in their own little race down at the back here. Mika 5.3 seconds ahead of Pat. 1.7 seconds ahead of Ragnar. 1.5 seconds ahead of Jokus. And Guesty, he's just not making any headway. Did a 53.88 on his last lap. It's not good. Oh, I hope his head's not gone down. Don't let your head go down, Guesty. You just got to crack on. These things happen. Jam is in my ear. IR Graham then. Ooh, I thought he was going to lose the back end then. I think he was just turning. But it's 1.5 seconds, so Talleyrand pulling half a second back on IR Graham. Their times fluctuating in the 42s and the 41s, seesawing each other. There we see Cthulhu now. He's 2.6 seconds behind Talleyrand. Did a 43 on his last lap, struggling to keep up with the boys. But he's definitely dropped his teammate 3.2 seconds behind. Isn't spaced out. And Kale and Racer Brown, they're providing a little action for us. Let's get on board with Racer Brown and give him a whoosh, my son. So we can see here we're sat on board with Racer Brown in 6th place, only 3/10 behind Kale up to 5th. We saw he was having a tragic qualifying, really out of position for a man of his talents. Another one that hasn't won this championship like Talleyrand, but is always there, always knocking on the door. Racer Brown making a move. They're side by side going through the tunnel. They're giving each other space. Lovely to see. Great respect from drivers there. And they're coming up to just the 90-degree right-hander. Sorry, I thought it was the hairpin. Oh, side by side, but Kale just stays ahead of Racer Brown, and Racer Brown trying to get, not the chicane. No, yes, Racer Brown took him back in. My God, my heart was in my mouth then. I thought he was going to try and make a run at him at the chicane. I was going to say, no, man. Not there, anywhere but there. So, them two locked in a right tight battle now between the last season's champion, and Kale must have probably come second about 2 of the seasons that he hadn't won. So tight. I think even last season we were going into the last round, and I think top 3 were all joint on points. Kale, Racer Brown and Talleyrand. It was intense, like this racing here between Racer Brown and Kale. On board again with Racer Brown. I do realise there is a race going on elsewhere, but I am keeping an eye, although Ragnar's moved ahead of Pat, so we will check that out in a minute. But we're just seeing if there is anything Racer Brown can do. We're nearly 10 minutes into this race, only 5 minutes left. Jam on the chat, a chicane move would be ballsy, to say the least. It would be. Jam said last season was a last lap decider. It really was. It was. Oh, there we see Racer Brown going for another move. But again, that puts Kale on the inside, going through the tunnel. Whoa. But, ooh, Racer Brown's just edged it. Racer Brown just edged it ahead now. Racer Brown up into 5th. Kale is in 6th. Is that the definitive move. Kale going out wide, goes sweeping into this corner. Can he get up the underside of Racer Brown? He's trying. This is a ballsy move. Oh no, he's tucked in as well. It's just a weird camera angle. Looks like they're going to go and make the move, and then they tuck in, and I think, phew. So let's have a look around, because, you know, I said Pat. Oh, Pat is back up there. Ragnar really dropping. We should have looked when I said we were going to have a look, shouldn't I? He looks like he's ghosting. No, he's back. Pat, thanks for destroying my race, Mr. Crasher. Oh dear. I'm not meant to chat in the chat. Save it for the stewards. But there we see Pat behind Guesty. So I don't know what's gone off there. Jokers is ahead of Ragnar. And Ragnar not happy with Pat, it seems. So let's have a look up the front then. Oh my gosh, how long has it been like that? I do apologise, but there we see Talleyrand with only 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes left of this race, only 3/10 behind IR Graham. The tyres look exactly the same. IR Graham's used a bit more fuel up than Talleyrand. But Talleyrand is looking racy. Talleyrand wants this championship. He's there, he's sat on IR Graham's bumper. He's going faster than anyone has gone in this race. He's looking for the inside move there. Is he going to make it? He's up the inside. There you go. Talleyrand taking the lead. Talleyrand taking the lead, but IR Graham's coming back at him. IR Graham's coming back at him in the chicane. These guys aren't scared. My gosh. IR Graham making the move just before the chicane, but that's still a concern. Talleyrand maybe backing off, trying to save it for another day. Bad lap 6 for IR Graham. Oh yeah, 40. Oh no, I'm on Talleyrand, hang on. IR Graham. Oh yeah, 43.196. And again a 41.396. IR Graham clinging on to the lead of this race, with Talleyrand just putting on absolute immense pressure. Nice by Talleyrand. Oh, what racing, says Jam. Talleyrand there only half a second behind. We've got 2.5 minutes left of racing, so probably 2 more laps. We'll have a quick look around while Talleyrand regroups and comes back at IR Graham. So Cthulhu in third, 3 seconds behind that battle, 5 seconds ahead of his teammate Alexis Maximus. Racer Brown in fifth, managing to pull away from Kale in the end by about 1.7 seconds. Kale some 8 seconds ahead of Mika Wivery. Mika Wivery 8 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty from the dead last has managed to pull himself up into 8th spot, which is great. 9th for Pat. With Ragnar has got past Jokus now. He's got the bit between his teeth, I imagine. And Joker's there in 11th. Back to the battle at the front. It's only 2/10 in it. Talleyrand all over IR Graham like he is the Reese's Pieces sponsorship. Oh, that chicane, so scary. The cars go flying, man. Absolutely flying. So, we can see we're sat on board with second place Talleyrand, hunting, chasing down IR Graham. We've got just over a minute left of racing here. I think they've just crossed the finish line. They're just about to. No, they have. And there's Talleyrand trying to make a move. Let's have a look outside the car. It looks so much nicer when you're outside. Just obsessed with sitting in cars for some reason. Let's give some whooshes out. Whoosh there for Talleyrand. Whoosh. And whoosh for IR Graham. These two are fighting tooth and nail at the end of this race. 45 seconds left to go. This most likely is their last lap. Talleyrand looking around the outside, trying to scoop it up to the inside, but he can't quite get it there. And IR Graham staying ahead by 3/10. Cthulhu looking like he's not catching up these guys. Jam says nice by Talleyrand. Oh, what race? Oh, it's not come up yet. It said it on the screen. So IR Graham, Talleyrand in the tow again, making the move under the tunnels. We saw Racer Brown make this move on Kale, but it's not stuck for Talleyrand, and IR Graham just managing to stay a little bit ahead. Jam says Talleyrand could get the one back straight after the tunnel and before the chicane. It seems to have speed. I think that's what he's trying to do. We've got the final lap up now. We're watching the two leaders come down towards the chicane. Talleyrand hasn't managed to get through yet. Oh, and Talleyrand's made a mess of it. Talleyrand lost the car, and Cthulhu come in 2.7 seconds. I think Talleyrand's going to maintain that second spot. I.R. Graham just cruising around now to the finish line. There he is, the winner. Congratulations. And Talleyrand, is he only just holding on to that second spot ahead of Cthulhu in third? Then we have Alexis Maximus in fourth, coming across the line with Racer Brown in fifth. Kale coming home in sixth. The Mika Wivry is seventh, ahead of Guesty. Letting her get to the line. Boom. There we go. Mika Wivry across the line in seventh. In eighth, we have Guesty crossing. Pat, 7 seconds he finished ahead of Ragnar, but it seems them two have got beef, and we'll have to sort it out in the steward's room. Hopefully no arguments in the chat for you to see. And Ragnar finishing in 10th, with Jokus coming home in 11th. What a shame, he qualified so well as well. Oh God, is Strictly Come Dancing back then? Ugh. And there you go, Jokus crossing the line in 11th. That's your finishing. I.R. Graham and Talleyrand. What an absolute race. Same as Racer Brown and Kale. Two fantastic races we saw going on there. And congratulations, I.R. Graham, with the pole position and the fastest lap. You get it all. You get it all, my son. Carly says, terrible race. Messed up chicane so many times. Jam saying feature race is going to be very interesting. Graham's qualifying speed seems to have gone. Yes, he doesn't seem to have it on Talleyrand. There's even Stevens between those two. So let's go to your race results. Oh dear, Ragnar. So maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Oh, Graham's asking if he punted Talleyrand there. I didn't think there was contact. Nah, Talleyrand says nah. Just went for it. I think he avoided him. I think he went for a dash and then thought better of it. But I'm no expert. Kale, Racer Brown saying to Kale, great racing it was between those two. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So I.R. Graham then taking the win. Talleyrand in second spot, but you couldn't have called it between the two of them. Cthulhu, a great third place for his championship. Oh, why do I move that around? It must irritate you guys. I'll leave it there. Fourth place, Alexis Maximus. That's good. Points haulage. Racer Brown, he came from virtually the back up into fifth, bringing Kale with him. So Racer Brown finishing a great fifth. Kale in sixth. Mika Wivry in seventh, with Guesty finishing in eighth. It's so unfortunate for Guesty. He was up there. He had the speed today. Pat in ninth, with Ragnar finishing in 10th, and Jokus finishing last in 11th. Your fastest lap time was given to you by I.R. Graham on lap 3, and it was a 141.712. I hardly... well, Ragnar's left. I don't want to go back and see a load of arguing. Shall we risk it? The settings thing hasn't come up yet. I could just sort of like dawdle around and chat with you guys for a little bit. Ragnar, I don't see room. You were in it just a second. Jam Huntington. Ragnar, try restarting PS4. Who is host lobby? Yeah, well, Ragnar, Jam Huntington. You can't join. Talleyrand? Oh no, yeah, sorry, your Tam. I'm so used to Jam Huntington hosting rooms. But he's not even playing tonight. It's Talleyrand hosting, sorry. You host everything else, Jam. I just assumed it was you. Sorry, man. You're sat at home thinking I'm hosting now, mate. I'm hosting absolutely now. I don't know, Ragnar. I don't know why you can't join. I honestly don't. I'm not sure. I can ask in the room. I know I hit Ragnar once. Oh dear, there you go. I'll quickly put something that Ragnar can't find room or Ragnar can't enter. Nah. If you look in Discord and look for the code, did he put a photo up of the code? Ragnar unable. God, look at this. I've got a keyboard right next to me. What the hell am I doing? Unable to get in room. Question mark? And send. That's about as much as I can do from this end, Ragnar. But I don't know what anyone can do about it. I can tell you the code, the ID code. It's at the bottom there. If you look on the stream, 0475-4306255-2552-6596. Ragnar, on a bike to get in room. I don't know what that means. They'll work it out, I'm sure. Oh, maybe I should say, do I need to remind anyone else about chatting in the race and calling out drivers in the lobby? Oh, I think he might have got chucked then. Sorry, I didn't get that. See, he left the room. I know he spoke during the race, which you're not allowed to do. But yeah, it looks like he was. Oh, Joker's is saying sorry. Did he call someone out as well? Okie dokie. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. On a bike. Yeah, he's on a bike. Do you know what? I'm going to the track because there's people out there, and I'm giving you guys a rest. I'm going to write BRB because no one said anything about time. Did that work? Yeah, baby. Right, we're going to spectate. We'll take the big numbers off for you guys, your viewing pleasure. Who shall we watch? Mika? I watched her last time, didn't I? I don't want to put undue pressure. Pat. Oh, Pat's in a bit of controversy this week, so we'll watch Guesty. Oh, no we won't, because Guesty's just gone in the pits. Or is he going to try these hard tyres out? Let's see if he's doing a quick pit stop. If he goes back out again. Yeah, I'll leave it on Pat for you. Oh, he hasn't got red rims. It's his brake ducts, brake discs are red. Ooh, sweet. Anyway, what's that? Racer Brown wants to watch it on telly. I want to watch it on telly. Yeah, I saw a bit of you and Kale racing. It was awesome. Caught a bit of Talleyrand and what's the name racing. It was awesome. All right then, I'm going to be 2 minutes, guys. Go and make a cup of tea. Oh, Guesty, you've gone in, have you? Guesty and Kale doing some weird merging thing. The Vulcan mind melds. Cthulhu, there you go. I like that car. It's really nice. It's drippy. You can never have a car dripping. Enough. I don't know. See, this is why I have to go out and reset. Give me 2 secs, I'll be back. Hi guys, back again. I'm just reading the chat. Oh no. Looks like Ragnar. Talaran, send me ID, ruin this cup. Ragnar, sorry I can't. Ragnar, I written ID. Ragnar, Talaran may be unfriended with me or blocked. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not part of all that. I just sit here saying what I see on the screen. I don't know what happened. You have got a lump on your hand. My wife hurt her hand today. She hit something very hard. Me, my face. But my face is untouched, but her hand is broken in 122. How many bones have you got in your hand? You're meant to be cleverer than me, you lot. It's alright, someone will tell me on the chat. I've got a teacher in the chat. So, he'll tell me how many bones a human hand has. Well, she broke all of them. And my face, still pretty as ever. Hi, Graham then. He is fastest here. Oh, it's just all a bit sort of... Hi, Graham has gone fastest with a 42.473. Yeah, I am off mute. I didn't turn the volume up just to see if I'm in... There you go. Can you hear me? Yeah, there I am. Blech. Horrible voice that bloke's got. Who would let him talk over a race? Someone mad. Oh, see, Racer Brown says back in 2 minutes, but I'm just about to say... Baby come back. I don't even know if that's a song anymore. I've stopped with the songs. My spelling is so shocking tonight. Unibike and Baba. I've got a keyboard. Why am I using that? I spelt Umabike wrong on the keyboard. Baby come back. I think it was a line of a song, but not actually a song. But there you go. No. See, the keyboard doesn't send. Send it to the internet. Hash Brown. Baby come back. There you go. We've done that. Hey, Pat. 27 bones. 27 bones. She broke all 27 bones. Let you talk to keep you busy. That's it. Yeah, or I'd be up to some sort of trouble otherwise. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be able to keep an eye on me. There we go. Racer Brown is second fastest with a 1:43.051. Kale third fastest in practice. Oh look, Tokyo looks great at night time. Do you know what? I'm not really fussed about going places. I'm a little Englander. I like my patch of land. It's all right where I'm from. But I wouldn't mind going to Tokyo. I must say that looks wild. Looks absolutely crazy there. I think I'd have a meltdown, but I think it'd be a good meltdown. Loads of people staying in the pits. Who we got? What we got with the hard tyres then? Eating white chocolate oranges. Yes. Yeah. I haven't got any. Do you know what? I haven't bought any since. And do you know why? It's a disgusting, Morrison's. I'm calling you out now. How can you have a deal on Terry's chocolate oranges where they're half price for the dark chocolate ones, which the normal chocolate ones half price, but the white chocolate ones £2, full price. They're all there on the same shelf. It's disgusting, Morrison's. Have a word with yourself. But you do the mint and lamb Seabrooks crisps, which I have got to say is my new love. They just taste absolutely superb. If you ever see some Seabrooks, they're green, dark green and white, mint and lamb. Oh God, I was snuffling them down last week at work like there was no tomorrow. But tell you what I wasn't eating, a white chocolate Terry's orange. I bought a normal chocolate one for £1. Bloody hell. Anyway, we're going to start soon. Jam says, I don't go over the hill. They're weird beyond that. Jam says, I'm going to bet on the train winning this race to turn 1. Yeah, I know, that train's awesome. I love the train. And Glyn says, chocolate oranges. Ugh. He's not a chocolate orange fan. Oh well. So everyone's getting back, so we're going to be going soon. They've all gone for a comfort break, a little wee. Hope they all washed their hands for 20 seconds. So far we have Isle Graham. He is out there on the hard tyres. Canadian ham is my second favourite, I must say, Pat. But yeah, Morrison's, they have all the Seabrooks. That's the one thing I've got to say. I ain't got Morrison's anywhere near where I live, but there's one right next door to work. So that's where I'm off to for tea break every day for lunch. So Racer Brown, second fastest. Jam should have made a Racer Brown, a chocolate orange Mazda. Then we wouldn't watch anyone else, would we? Because I'd be just stuck on Racer Brown talking about chocolate oranges. Eyes fully sanitized, Carly says. Good stuff, good show. And Lennox says, oh, that's just my son, just ignore him. He says, coronavirus with a sick face. Len UK, is that what that is? It's Lennox. A parody of Geeguk that no one's ever heard of. Okay, right, so I agree, I'm still fastest. Come on, let's get this race underway now. We're all ready. I've got my latte, I've got my Red Bull. You should have seen the size of the Galaxy bar last week I bought at Morrison's. I couldn't help myself. It's bigger than my head. My Galaxy bar that I bought that you lot ate. So I agree, I'm still fastest. Carly on the chat says, I'm even certified. She's certified. We all guessed it. On her Discord it does say mad as a box of frogs. And now in the YouTube channel she finally admits she's certified. Pat says, are the salad bars back open yet? Do the stuff, do it? Or is it... Oh, well, nice, Pat. I'll go in there at 9 o'clock. I don't even get the pies anymore. I used to like getting the steak and ale pies because they were warm and stuff, but you don't even get the pies at 9 o'clock at night. You just get what you can get. It's usually like cheese. Oh, I bought this pork pie once. I thought it was a normal pork pie and it was like cheese and apple. It was disgusting. I've never ate something. I couldn't imagine putting something in my mouth that wasn't meat. Clip that one. That's a good one. You have that as a ringtone. Jam says, Giguk. I know that, of course. I know Giguk. Jam knows Giguk. Jam Huntington knows Giguk. He's thumbs up to that one, Jam. You've won me, kid. I suppose you have to, because you're a teacher. You have to be down with that sort of stuff. Pat likes a foot-long sausage roll. Ragnar, okay, thanks all for race. And Pat, please use mirrors and read rules. CLC, Ragnar, have a very good ping check 39 MS. Okie dokie. So we're going to be getting this race underway. People are putting their Ys up, so I'll put my Y up then. Oh, Pat's going to go with a go on then. He's totally bucking the trend of the Y. I still follow the way of the Y. So we're all getting ourselves all... Oh yeah, the Mika Wivery, she went for a soft Y. Jam put a soft Y as well, and Jam said so pog. Yeah, no, you got that the wrong way round. He tried to put his two fingers up and forgot I was his dad and put his two fingers up the wrong way. Yeah, you were meant to do that, but your hand was accidentally facing the wrong way when he was doing the V signs. Maybe indeed. We'll have a chat. We'll have a chat after I get off YouTube. You've nearly hit 20 subscribers. Go for it. So when are you going to pay for my retirement on your 20 subscribers? Well, good luck. You need content. Jam's loser. I know I am. I can't help it. So Pat is the only one going in a straight line. Everyone else are making pretty little tyre marks around the streets of Tokyo. The locals will be going balmy. I imagine they're used to the smell of sewerage, not the smell of rubber. So Mika Wivery, she's also got herself involved. She's meant to be the mature one of the group, and even she has resorted to the donut and gal. Hey, Talaran nearly messed up. Pat, sensible. There we go. Final will begin in 7 seconds. No more silly, stupid chat. Yes, it is the dream. I wish. Jam, 20 subscribers. Woof. Here we go then, guys. 30 minutes of beautiful racing with these little Mazdas. With a reverse grid as well, remember. A reverse rolling start. Oh, I wonder if my latte is sippable. I think I'm just going to be able to get the froth off that bad boy and nothing else. Oh, Scorchio. Get rid of that. Get all that back. We're watching Jokers right from the back of the grid, it seems, through all the other cars. I love GT Sport and its camera angles. It's put me on that static thing, hasn't it? There we go. Oh, they're rolling. I thought they started. Forgot. Rolling start, this one. 3, 2, 1, and they are go here at the streets of Tokyo. Jokers leading the way from Pat, but it looks like Guesty making early moves. We know he had the pace in qualifying, and now he is in a great position, carrying the speed that we know he can carry. We're watching Pat in third, Guesty second, Jokers holding that third. Got a little bunch up here with Kale and Mika bouncing around. I think that's just a bit of ping on my behalf, probably, or maybe the South Africans. It's got a long way to go, that data. So Mika Wivery holding that fourth place, and oh no, everything's gone. Is that me? That cannot be me, can it? I'm all plugged into the internet. I should be super strong. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. I'll see if I can get back in the room. See if that was me. Oh, I'm devastated if it is, guys. I am so sorry. It does look like it was me. Am I still on air? I am still on air, though. Join it. Wow, that was really bad. Disconnection from network. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'll get back in the lobby then, guys. Here we go. Second chance for the train. Says Jam. This is not what we wanted, was it? This is poo. It's not there now. So maybe the room closed. My next movement is to go to Discord, I guess. Let's see if I can find a pretty picture to look at while I blag it and chat on my library. Here we go. Let's have a look. So we have a race photo. I've been taking some pretty ones lately of HPEC. There you go. Have a look at that. I'm going to check out Discord. That's a pretty picture. And see what the chat says in Discord. See if we're going to go again. So far, I'm not seeing much happening. I don't know. MaX5 chat. Opening it up now. PlayStation's crashed. Just got kicked. Okay, makes sense. 2 mins. We need to sort the grid out. Okay, yes, so Talleyrand's PlayStation, sing us a song. Do you know, I don't know any. No. They usually just come to me, but when I'm on the spot like that, I just can't do it. We'll go and have a look, see if the lobby started coming open yet. So get up and dance to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Right, so we've got HPEC. Shall we drop in on Matt Psycho, do a little bit of testing? Freak him out. Oh no, it's so cruel. That's not fair, is it? Poor bloke, trying to do a bit of private testing, doesn't want Jam to see his times, doesn't want anyone from the HPEC to see his times. What? And then the live broadcast, VRC's live broadcast, just suddenly drops into his practice room. I hope he's dressed. I hope his livery is appropriate. Agadoo, Carly says. I'm not singing that. I can do Agadoo. Matt Sai's been going on about the spies as well, hasn't he? This is like mega. He'll just kick me straight out. You watch. I'll get in there. He's going round. He's going round. He's only let 2 people in. There he is. Race display all's on. We're not seeing lap times. He's got a penalty, at least. There he is. Secretly driving around, no lap times up. Oh, room's back, sorry guys. Hi Matt, how you doing? It's nice to see you. We'll see you tomorrow in the HPEC, okay? He's probably thinking, and anyway, what's he doing? What's he doing? I should put a message there saying, what are you doing? You should be watching. You should be watching MaX5 going around. Or you should at least enter MaX5 if you've got time to drive around. Right, let's get back to the room. That was a little bit of a random tandem. Bit of a random tandem there. Loads of people chatting though. Sing, sing. That's like a Travis song that you lot are trying to put there. Just got a Ferrari 458 as the daily car. So Pat's nice. Pat's nice. Pat is nice, but Pat's happy. Jam hunting in again. Sing. Carly Agadoo. Jam says a Fiat 500 for me. Jam says do. Jam says Matt's Psycho Spies. Jam says let's see what he's up to. He's not putting his times up. Carly says room's up. Pat says Mac's room is back. Oh yeah, we're in and we're on. There we go. See, nothing happened. And beautifully, Talleyrand will probably go in later and do a little bit of editing, and that won't even look like it happened. So I'm not even going to mention anything about the room crashing again. After that, I'm going to have a sip of latte. There's no one on track yet, no, so we're still just having a chin wag. Oh, we get to do like a bit of a rundown of the liveries. There you see Joker's in a Red Bull livery. There we can see Talleyrand's VRC Motorsport livery. There we see Guesty's livery. Who crashed? It was the actual host, Talleyrand. He went I've got to now. I'm not going to mention that the room crashed at all. There's Amika Wiveries, a Mazda Speed livery in the German colours, I believe. So I think I'm not sure. She may have been born in Germany, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't want to commit to that. There, I know a man who's born in Poland, and that's the Jokers. Racer Brown in the orange liveried Mazda, a Brit, the flag says, but it could be anywhere. That flag, that houses 5 houses. The 5, you know, Game of Thrones based on England. The 5 houses under one flag. We've got the Wildlings right at the top of the country. Yeah, we've got some chats now. Oh no, Ragnar says he was kicked. There we go, who crashed? Jam said, remember not to mention the room crashing. I'll try not to mention the room crashing. Jam said, whole room crashed, just the whole lot, smashed from the rafters down to the foundations. Jam said, oh dear, bad start. Oh no, the lobby crashed. Ragnar says he was kicked. Carly says, appears I may have been born there. Yes, we think you. We've been chatting about it behind your back, and we've all decided we think you're from Germany. But it's not confirmed. Leipzig, I think. It could be Leipzig, Liechtenstein. So there we have it. I think I'm up together with all the chatting. Oh, Jam, Carly was born in Sheffield. She talks about it loads. All right, lad. How's that then? That was a bit too feminine for a northern last one. It should have been, alright there, love. Alright there, chap. How's that then? Gonna buy me a pint? You sexy fucker. I think this mic's playing up again, I don't know. And we're here at the race start, finally. Wow! That's one of the longest intros to a feature race I think I have ever done in all of my days. There you go. I could have had a round of Among Us, couldn't I, while we waited? We could have all done. We could have shared the code here. I know, I don't know, Ragnar. It's closed and come back up again. I think it's something you're going to have a chat with the admins or something to see what happened. It might be because you chatted at the time of racing, and I know they're really cracking down on that. I know that's one of the reasons Casper kept getting told off. So yeah, I don't know, I can't, I'm not in a position to be able to say anything because I'm just watching what you're seeing. Literally I don't get anything inside information, trust me. So sorry dude. Jam Yeah, VRC Among Us live stream. There we go. That's the future. There we go. It's a repeat. Pat and Guesty on each other, but this time Pat has managed to stay ahead of Guesty. Guesty out wide. That means Mika 4th and Kale 5th. She's under a lot of pressure there from Kale, with Racer Brown just behind them. Alexis Maximus in 7th, with Katula in 8th, with IR Graham 9th, and Talleyrand in the final spot. So Jokers 1.7 seconds ahead of Pat. This time Pat has managed to keep Guesty behind. Guesty doing all he can. They're going up to the tight hairpin. Guesty not trying to make a move yet. He's looking though. Oh, he's going straight into the bits. Straight into the bits. Guesty into the pits then. Everyone else is elected to stay out. Oh, there's been a knock between Racer Brown and Kale. They seem to have survived it. But IR Graham, I think, has gained ahead of Kale. So I'm not quite sure what happened between Racer Brown. So, I've not even looked at the tyres, man. Look, Jokers. He's on hard. Pat's on hard. Pat up to 2nd. Katula 3rd. Hard. Alexis Maximus is on hard tyres. Racer Brown on hard tyres. IR Graham is on hard tyres. Kale is on hard tyres. Talleyrand is on the medium tyres. Oh, what's going on with Talleyrand? Is it going to be a red flag? I don't know. Did he knock someone? Mika Wivery, I think, may have come in. I honestly don't know what's happened to Talleyrand, but something terrible looks like it's happened there. Jokers is leading the way from Pat by 3 seconds here. Pat under immense pressure from Alexis Maximus. We can only assume that Alexis Maximus is up into 3rd. No, he's 3rd ahead of Racer Brown, sorry. So Katula must have pitted, sorry. Because Katula was there. No, Katula has got damage to the front of his car. Maybe that is... I honestly don't know what's going on at the back there. Talleyrand has stopped altogether. Not even anything in his car going on at all. He's rolling back on the track. So, Jokers is 5 seconds ahead of Pat. This is a race of surprises now. There's Racer Brown. People are disappearing. Kale's left. Talleyrand has started... Oh, everyone's leaving. I don't know. I didn't see red flag, and the host has ended the game again. Oh, it looks like we are having a super bad issue with hostages. With the internet, it does not want us to have this race. This isn't a nightmare I had once. Yes, so it seems that we're really struggling to get a good signal through. I don't know why. I feel alright. I feel great. I am feeling super. Jam, you're going to have to just jump in here and do your super hosting mission. You'll have to watch it. You just have to sit on the side like I do and just let them host through your computer. No, I mean host the room. You'll have to host the actual room, because it looks like Talleyrand's internet is... I don't know if it's Talleyrand's internet or... Oh, shall we have another look? He's going to get annoyed and he keep popping in and out. I think it's Talleyrand's end. It's not my end anymore. Do you know my end used to be bad? Now it's really, really good. Why am I hearing Among Us noises? Do you have to play it on full volume? I thought it sounded like a full volume. Pat says, yeah, Jam is the super host. Appears to be at Talleyrand's end. Pat says, I can't see this going ahead again with 2 crashers. You could show some liveries to fill in. Glyn says, is now a good time for a beer run? I reckon so. I reckon you got a good 5-10 minutes. Data from Matt again. Is he out there still banging them out? I believe he is. Let's have a look. Still got those times turned off though. Does he have them times turned off when you try and look, Jam? He's secretive, isn't he? Secretive Matt Psycho. It keeps saying host, so it must be Talleyrand's issue. Yes. I don't know. Hey, Carly, you know the settings. Set a room up and tell them in Discord you're going to host it. Let's have a look. What has people said? Room gone again. I got kicked. Kale said also kicked. Race Brown says I'll have to miss this one out. Sorry lads. Oh no. And Talleyrand is saying just starting up again. Why is Racer Brown going? Do not go, Racer Brown. He's starting again. Matt Psycho, does he not get bored just going round and round? He's testing soft tyres out, Jam. He's got a full tank of fuel, so he's just pitted. Oh, you do see the fastest lap? Well, the fastest he's managed is a 1:41.741. I was looking for the lap times down the side there. I don't know why I can't see them. I thought you could see them no matter what. Display, race info, display, all. Nope, nothing there. Okay, we're going to exit that and go and look for the other room anyway, if it's up. Sorry, Matt, I do not mean to keep bumping in. Oh, I'll message him later and tell him I was fucking about. I was messing about. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if I fully said the word. I don't know if it counts if I don't fully say it, but I nearly got to the end of that one. Room is back, Carly says. Testing is fun, says Jam. It wasn't for me today. I was doing the Red Bull stuff. I was getting so bored near the end. Not that the Red Bulls are boring. It was just driving around. I did like 15 minutes on 5 different tracks. So by the last track, I was just like, oh, God. Funking about. Yes, Jam, that's the one. Time to get funky. Oh, yeah. So the room is back up. Let's hope it stays this time. Talleyrand is the host. Oh, it's a horrible feeling, isn't it, when things aren't going well. We will go to the track because Talleyrand is out there. And we'll take off that number. Oh. So, interesting. Talleyrand, it looks like he started on the medium tyres. Oh yeah, he looked like he was just bugging out. So who did we see? Oh no, he's bugged out. Oh no, he's just coming to the pits. People slowly joining again. Anyone else on the tube? We are a go-go. Jojo, I'd happily host rooms, but I have no idea how to set the grid up. Often was a host Koi Cup. Yeah, he was. He's not racing at the moment. He's got some other things on his plate, so he's getting on with those priorities and all that. Sometimes life just is a bigger priority than GT Sport. I know it's a shocking thing. My wife tells me all the time GT Sport isn't life. Life is life, but you know, apparently it is true. Latte is life. So Jam says, had an SF race in the summer that took an hour to sort out. Hopefully not like that tonight. No. Elman Gaming. Shocking. That is what the swear word. What was shocking? The room breaking down all the time? Oh, the GT Sport not being life. Elman G Gaming says shocking that is. Ragnar says okay. Last chance to try and join. Last chance. Yes, he's in. You're in, Ragnar. I can see you. Yeah, baby. You got in. So, not banned. I just think it was Talleyrand's really bad streamy thing. He's wiggly, streamy at the top of his house. He's got this really long aerial, and that picks up the dingly dangly dough of the interwebbly. And that transmits down to his little router-locked box, and it transfers some sort of thing called data packets. Oh, come on guys, I've been padding for way too long now. What did we have? 11, and Racer Brown says he's not coming back, so we're waiting for 2 more people. Where are you 2 people? Jam, Elman Gaming needs to articulate himself better. Sort that out as you wish. Nice, the teacher has spoken. There you go. His mum would be so happy. Don't get rude. It's not how I brought you up to be rude to people. What are you on? You're not very. You're just like your father. Good with English words we are. If Yoda can say it. What happened, Alexis Maximus? I tell you what happened. The internet betrayed us. It It's like the Matrix all over. We thought it was our friend, we thought it was looking after us, but it turned against us. Judgment Day was upon us, the day the internet just said no more gaming, no more fun. No, I don't know, some internet problems, I think. Jan says all on H, Talleyrand M. Hellman Gaming, Cobra Kai. Why don't you watch a couple of episodes? Do something and stay off of my YouTube. Well, you can watch it upstairs. There's tellies in every room. It's amazing, this house. You walk into a room and there's a big telly looking at you. Get off my stream now. I'm getting... I don't care. I don't want an interactive son. It's not what I asked for. Children should be seen, not heard. Zip it. www.zipit.com. Zip-de-doo-dah, zip-it-day. Right, we're just waiting for this race to start while I argue with my child, because he's trolling in the YouTube comments. And you know I can kick people? Oh, God, kick me. Angry teenager. No, I won't kick you. I don't know how to kick you out of YouTube. I'm saying I'm going to kick you. Real life. A boot to the the dairy. Look, no one on YouTube wants to listen to this. OMG. It's past your bedtime, I think. Homesick Alien, final word. Good stuff. Off you trot, little one. Go on, my Padawan. Bye-bye. Cheerio. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Bedtime, Jam says. Sleepy poos. The Dingley train has left. Tinky Winky is now in bed with his red blanket. Oopsie Daisy's bed that drives around behind her has finally parked up for the night. It's time to sleep. Bully. Come on then, that's it. You've had your fun. Stop it now. Okay, thank you. Back to normal then. So we have Pat slapping them around. Going grey guns, a 56-1. Ragnar has not yet hit his true velocity. Talleyrand sitting in the pits, praying to the internet gods. Whoa! Let me have broadband. Let me have Wi-Fi. Let my stream be strong and stable. On the chat, homesick bullying snowflake. Oh, come on. Normal service has resumed. It definitely has. Sorry. Kale in 7th, staring at a speck on the wall, I believe. I'm going to get in the car and have a look at what he's looking at. Do you know what? I honestly thought that was concrete, but that's not. That's just metal bolted together. And look at the fine workmanship on those rivets. They're great. Look at them spaced perfectly apart. That is some cracking work there. Bit of rust at the bottom. You could have just buffed that out, boys. Could have buffed that out easy enough. Didn't need to leave that there. But yeah, I am mightily impressed with the rivet work on that metal sheeting. It's great. Lovely workmanship there over in Tokyo. You just don't expect it. Right, get back out of the car. It's gone quiet. There you go. There's the car engine. This is metal. Nice bit of rust there. Yes, Pat says strong and stable. Got a strange shiver there. Oh yeah, what with Bojo? Bojo, no clue, but hey, better than the other guy. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how the other guy would have done. There's not one Muppet in that house that could run the show, okay? So you may as well put the biggest Muppet in charge, and then we know who the biggest Muppet is. That's my point of view. I mean, I'm not a politician though, so what do I know? He's the perfect clown to run things during 2020, let's just put it that way. Ragnar, he is fastest with a 45.240. Could not get in the room. Disappeared from the sprint race. I thought it was a rage quit, but it turned out it was a not. And now he is back, and he's going to be on the front of the grid, I assume. I don't know what's going on. This is an extra long practice. 8:45. It's going to be past a few people's bedtimes out there. Cthulhu is trying the reverse gear in that Mazda. See how it's working. It's got a lovely speed, 50 odd miles an hour in reverse. I'd be scared to go 50 miles an hour in reverse. That's not bad, is it? Mazda's got some. That's got some torque going backwards. Wow. And look at his rear tyres. No grip at the back though, unfortunately, when you drive those backwards. Wears the tyres out, it seems. And Ragnar, checking his indicator is working. He's waiting for his mate Pat to pop on by. Pat's car looks a bit dusted already, doesn't it? Not even raced yet. Whee! There's one of those metal barriers that I thought was wooden. Not wooden, sorry. No, definitely not wooden. I thought they were concrete slabs. There we see, some nice synchronised driving here from the Spaniards. Getting a 10 out of 10. Oh, it's almost like a TikTok dance I've seen. I'm sure of it. And there's something about marrying you and the camera moves backwards and then the person in front of the camera wiggles. And there's something about, will you marry me? I don't know. I don't ever use TikTok, honestly. There we go, there's Kale. He's not inspecting the wall anymore. He's straightened up a little bit, just hanging about. Guesty staying reserved, staying in the pit lane with IR Graham. The two greenies, the greenie meanies in the pits. Alexis Maximus, like we saw, making a TikTok video. Yeah, you didn't look behind you, you crashed into a wall. That's what happens when you drive backwards. Oh, someone else is giving it a go. Ragnar. He's seen that happening and thought, hang on a minute, 50 miles, you can go 50 miles an hour backwards? Well, I need to try that. Boom, no, that side of the track, other side of the track. I don't know, I didn't say anything, I just heard a loud noise and thought, ooh, what's that? So, Ragnar giving the backwards 50 miles an hour trip a go. Cthulhu's tears. His tears won't last if that's the wear. I know. I think you said the tyres. Oh, hey up, we got the ready at last. How far have we got so far? 3 corners? 2 feature races, 3 corners. Let's see how we get on. Don't you dare go without me. You've got to wait for me. I'm the most important person here. I'm the connection between us and the fans. I'm not getting diva-ish yet, but I could easily start throwing things around saying, God damn it, why does no one ever listen to me? Yeah. Ja is Mika Wivery's way of saying why. I think ja is German for yes. Pat said good enough. Good enough. So, Ragnar. Have a quick dip through. So, Racer Brown did not manage to come back. Oh, Racer Brown. Gutted. Gutted, mate. Gutted you're not here. Ooh, Jam Huntington must have put something... Spanish dancing, yeah, very good. Bullfighting, hey, yeah. Jam said he's my biggest fan. Do you need a latte, Messiah? Yes, please, Lennon, if you're offering. Hang on, let me just down this one. Good show, Jam Huntington with a yah. Who's calling at this time of night? You've done what with my Discord? Don't mess around, Lennon. Okay. Here goes then, we're going to give it another go, see if we can get a couple more corners in further than we did before. I think someone's pocket dialed me, missus. And the final will start in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 0. I should have done that in German just to impress. No, I can do 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was backwards. I was struggling backwards. I can do it easy forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's elf. Elf. I can't remember 12. Sorry. I learnt it. I learnt it for GCSE when I was what, 15. 12. Is it 12? Here we go, a third time lucky for the train. Jam is rooting for that darn train, the Tokyo Expressway. I've seen some videos of Japanese trains. What they do to the women on those trains, on the websites I look at, is diabolical. Right, so Joker's taking the lead ahead of Ragnar with Pat in third, Guesty there in fourth, Mika Wivry in fifth, Kale is there in sixth, Alexis Maximus seventh, Cthulhu is in eighth, Talleyrand is in ninth, with IR Graham there in 10th. Oh, leave him alone. He's got a scratch on his nose. He's not happy. My big bobcat. He's come home with a massive scratch down the front of his nose. Looks like he's been in a fight. So Ragnar looking to make a move on Joker's. Jam says train driver needs sacking. He didn't get there in time, but can Ragnar? No, it's a little bit too far back from Joker's. Joker's maintaining that, but there, Ragnar up alongside him, going for the tighter line, but Joker's managing to maintain. Pat still in third. Looks like Kale had a big bump with someone there. I'm not sure who he's alongside of. Could have been Talleyrand, I'm not sure. But, oh, Guesty down to ninth. Oh, no, Guesty just come out of the pits. I think Guesty and Mika both pitted to put the medium tyres on. Io Graham on the hard, Kale on the hard. Pat's down to sixth. What's going on with Pat? Pat's having a bit of a wobble up in the front then. So Joker's still ahead of Ragnar. Look at these two racing. My lord, it's racing behind, racing here. And I don't know who to watch. I've got to watch the leaders, I suppose. Well, no, I don't want to watch the leaders. It's not like both. But it's happening everywhere. Talleyrand already up into fourth position. Great movement from Talleyrand now into third ahead of the Spanish duo. And Cthulhu down into fifth. Oh, Pat having a massive one. Having a massive crash in the chicane. So the lead now still Jokers from Ragnar, with Talleyrand in third, running ahead of a little trail. You can see the train in the background, don't we? It's going slow, Jam. That train ain't moving very fast, mate. It's picking up pace now. But Jokers and Ragnar still fighting it out for the lead of the feature race here at round 4 of the MaX5. This is stunning stuff here from the two leaders, the two Polish. The two Polish are leading the race. Talleyrand, top Brit in third, then a Spaniard with a Spaniard, but IR Graham just coming through now. IR Graham in the green mean car with Guesty in ninth, but he has pitted, catching up with Pat, who is finding those barriers quite a hassle. And Guesty ninth, Mika Wivry also with the early pit stop out there. So what is everyone else going to do? Jokers is already on the hard tyres with Ragnar on the hard and Talleyrand on the medium. So no wonder he's making great guns through the pack. But IR Graham also making great movements through the pack. Cheers, Lennon. Thank you for my latte. That's awesome. So Jokers is a 10th ahead of Ragnar in the tunnel now. Ragnar making the move, and they're side by side coming out of the tunnel. Who's going to be taking the lead into the right-hander? It looks like Ragnar's got the inside. No, Joker's got the inside line. Sorry, Ragnar is a little side by side, and Ragnar moving into the inside line. Talleyrand now in on super soft tyres, managing to get past Ragnar and looking for a way past Jokers there. Wow, what racing we've got from these guys. Ragnar coming back at Talleyrand. Let's get on board with the Polish wonder in the Team 13 car. T13 Ragnar following Talleyrand in third spot. He's only 2/10 behind him, coming at him now. Down the straight in the toe, but we've got a nice tight right hand corner coming up here. He's up the inside. Has he done enough? He's sideways. And they both made it through. Beautiful, with a little drift there from Ragnar to boot. Fantastic stuff. IR Graham catching up the back of that train. The Spaniard of Alexis Maximus heading the Spaniard of Cthulhu, and the South African just behind them, Kale, on a comeback drive. Guesty, the first of the pit stoppers, with Mika Wivry just in behind him. Also pitted Pat. Looks like he has been in and pitted also. So, whoa, Jokers having another little knock of the barrier, but Talleyrand's dropped back somewhat from these guys, and now he's racing IR Graham. That could help him out altogether, but there we see Kale just coming in to the pits to put his medium tyres on. He's managed 2 laps on those, and he's had enough of them already. Jokers 1.4 seconds ahead of the fighting Talleyrand, Graham and Ragnar. Don't forget, Ragnar involved in this. He's right all up in these guys' business. You two fight the championship out, I don't care. I want a podium. And this is the way to get it. Stick with these guys. Are these guys going to go long on the hard tyres as long as they can? Well, Talarandi's on the medium tyres. I suppose he'll be coming in as soon as he gets to the 15-minute marker to try and put his hard tyres on. They're doing, what are we on? Ragnar's car, he's done a 46.0 on those hard tyres. We'll come out the car, go to Talleyrand and see he did a 43.5 on the medium tyres. So it's a second faster. Graham, it's the fastest lap on the hard tyres with a 43.061. There's nothing stopping that man. Not even hard grade tyres. Joker's then still holding that lead. 4th lap in we are. And he is 2/10 ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand now coming for him. He's got the outside line. He's got the grippier tyres. He's going really wide, going around the outside of Joker's. Can Joker's hold that inside line? Is he going to slide out into Talleyrand? They do touch, but nothing severe. And Joker's really moving away to make sure he did not cause Talleyrand any stress whatsoever there. So now the lead has changed. Talleyrand is the leader ahead of Jokers, who is ahead of IR Graham. Ragnar still holding that 4th spot ahead of Alexis Maximus, who's ahead of his teammate Cthulhu, who is ahead of Guesty. Oh yes, we saw Kale pitting. So Guesty on the medium tyres. He was the first pitters, wasn't he? So already it's starting to work in his favour. So Guesty ahead of Kale. Mika also moving ahead of Kale with those pit stops. Fantastic stuff for those two. There was rumours and talk in the Discord about the strange place of the pit stop, pit lane. Oh no! Graham lost it big time coming through the chicane. Oh my lord, it's not something we see every day. So Talleyrand, Joker's up into 2nd. Ragnar back up into 3rd spot with Alexis and Maximus just fighting off his teammate Cthulhu. Looks like he's going to make a move. He's going to make a move into the 90-degree right-hand corner. It's under braking. Cthulhu is slightly ahead, and there you go. The move is made by the Spanish bullfighters, the matadors. Jam said, Graham, victim of the chicane. Oh yes. Nice car control from Ragnar, Jam says. And Jam's and Guesty and Mecca in the pits. So he's on it. He's on it. Like their car bonnets. And here we see Cthulhu and Alexis still fighting it out. Talleyrand now managing to stretch his legs, pull himself a little lead out. 3 seconds ahead of Joker's. Joker's still only just ahead of Ragnar. Ragnar looking for a way to get past the 2 poles, fighting it out for supreme pole of the VRC or something like that. I don't know if there is a title. We'll make one. I'll make a little cardboard cutout poster for it and everything. Little badge. Supreme pole. And at the moment Jokers is holding on to that 2nd spot ahead of Ragnar. I love to roll that R, don't I can't help it. It's the kind of the PSN name that needs a rolling R. Ragnar. Because there's 2 R's in it, I guess. Whoa, Ragnar flying over the chicane, and he makes it stick. Cthulhu, oh, Jokers is having a bad one, and I think he's taken. Cthulhu's gone through Jokers. Who did he gain with him? I think Alexis must have bumped Jokers. Guesty now looking like he wants to get up into 6th place, 5th place ahead of Alexis. I think Alexis came across Jokers in the chicane, and that's brought him down a peg or 2 with IR Graham on his recovery drive after a spin in the chicane. The Mika Wivry 8th place ahead of Kale, who we saw pit recently, and Pat in 10th. So your leader is Talleyrand by 5.6 seconds. Ragnar is in 2nd spot, but he's in trouble now because he's got Cthulhu chasing him right down. Fernando in for a win. Is he? Is the hard tyre the better tyre to start on? Everyone else seems to have gone that way, apart from Talleyrand, it seems. Some of the other guys came in lap 1. But at the moment, Cthulhu are chasing down Guesty. What a great drive he's having at the moment. He was the one. Him and Mika both dropped into the pits on even on the starting lap. Not even lap 1. and they've got their tyres sorted out. Joker's there in a 5th spot ahead of Alexis Maximus. This will be slowing IR Graham down, these two battling each other, and he wants to be making hay. Whoa! Quick thinking from IR Graham, having to move out from Alexis Maximus. That looks like he pulled out to make a move on Jokers, and they've all made it through, but Jokers has hit the wall. Jokers has hit the wall. He's still ahead of Alexis Maximus. Alexis breaking into the chicane. Oh my gosh, that's scary stuff. I thought Alexis Maximus was going to take IR Graham for a new driving experience into the bollards, but no, he missed him, and everything is groovy. So leading the race, nice by Graham, pole position. No, the Poles, they're Poles, aren't they? Oh, Cthulhu is up into 2nd spot, getting past Ragnar, and there you go. Oh, the Poles, you mean? Oh, I don't know, I'm losing. We've had 3 starts. I talked for about 15 minutes while we were messing around with the room. I'm all talked out. Talleyrand 7, nearly 8 seconds lead. That's a great position to be in, but he has got the medium tyres on, where the rest of these guys have got hard tyres, and we don't know how long they can go in the race. There we see Guesty, the next person on medium tyres, a pit stop ahead of these guys, but it hasn't cost him anything because he's caught up with them. He's nearly 10 seconds off of Talleyrand's time. Talleyrand has to run the hard compound where Guesty does not. Alexis Maximus then is ahead of Joker still, but Joker's sitting right on his rear bumper. They will have to pit soon. We are 11-12 minutes into this race. There we see them side by side going through the tunnel. There was a little bit of contact, and again out of the tunnel side by side. These guys are racing. They're racing all the way to the pit stop. Do they know where the pit stop is? It's caught me out here once or twice. Well, not this, because I've never done South Outer Loop thing, but one of the express tracks caught me out. They had a train to catch, so Alexis was taking Graham away for something to eat in Tokyo. Yeah, look that way. So Talleyrand then, he's 8.6 seconds. He's done the fastest lap of the race with a 42.091. Him and Graham, and they're just on win duties, aren't they? They're sharing wins. Sharing wins. One wins the feature and one wins the sprint. So Cthulhu in a great 2nd spot on hard tyres, only 8 seconds away from Talleyrand, and when he pits, he gets to use the soft tyre, and Talleyrand then has to use the hard tyre. And that will make it interesting. Split strategies. Guesty on a totally different strategy from that altogether, always catching up with Cthulhu on those medium clad tyres. It's working out lovely for him, this strategy. There's Ragnar in a 4th spot with IR Graham just for company, virtually. Wait, hang on a minute, wasn't IR Graham ahead of them guys? Because we saw Ragnar nearly take him out. So somehow IR Graham shuffled behind Guesty and Ragnar. No, he didn't get past Ragnar, he got past Joker. Sorry. No, Joker's had a crash. Oh, don't worry about it. Watch the race back and remember just before. Alexis Maximus is in a 7th spot ahead of Mika Wivry. Mika Wivry now being caught up by Kale after his pit stop. It's taking him a few laps to catch up the young lady. Oh, old lady, I don't know what she is. She's a lady. I'm a lady. So she's either a lady or Trevor from Reading. Who knows? It's the internet. Anyone could be anyone. You think I'm a bloke, but I'm not. I'm just a girl with a voice synthesizer. I love My Little Ponies and Care Bears, and I like Cabbage Patch Kids, Cabbage Patch Dolls. But Talleyrand then 9.5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu under pressure from Guesty, but it looks like he's managed to get a breathing space from Guesty. And if Guesty made a small mistake, if he's starting to feel his tyres, IR Graham managing to get past Ragnar. And now he is getting purples. Oh, he's got purple. He got the fastest lap with a 41.996. Ladies and gentlemen, that is on the hard tyre. That is impressive stuff. Nearly burnt his fuel up, and he's into the pits. But so was Talleyrand. We missed Talleyrand coming in also. So Cthulhu staying out on those hard tyres. Not much fuel left in that car. Guesty only a second behind him. He's not got much fuel left. They'll all be pitting soon. We're just at the halfway mark. Now, that's it. We're at the halfway mark. There you go. Alexis Maximus is up into a 4th with all these pit stops. Jokers 3rd. And they need to pit at some point, especially, no, their fuel is not too bad, these guys. They're not burning their fuel like the guys in front. Kale already pitted, we've seen, and now he is trying to make up time. There we see Mika Wivry, and Talleyrand has come out in 7th spot. Vio Graham in 8th. Ragnar must have pitted as well in 13th. And Pat, my God, he's really dented the front of that car up a little bit. Whoa, so we were expecting, yes, Cthulhu must be coming into the pits and this next lap. Guesty also looks like he needs to visit the pit lane, with Jokers maybe able to go another lap, who knows. Kale definitely another lap or so, and maybe even Alexis Maximus, but I do believe these two we will see a drop into the pits pretty soon. But 15 minutes, they've made their fuel last. It's only going to be a 1 stop for these guys. They'll get their mediums on, whereas the guys behind may have to stop again. Guesty, well, yeah, no, Guesty's already stopped, so this will be his 2nd stop. Cthulhu's 1 stop. Jokers will manage a 1 stop, so great placing for these 3 up here. Kale, he's had a stop and he's got a little space yet. There we see Guesty and Cthulhu both coming in. So will Jokers go round? He's gone around. Looks like, oh God, Alexis Maximus also carrying on. Kale's gone in. Kale's gone into the pits. Who else has gone into the pits? Someone else, Mika Wivry, also going in. Jokers leading from Maximus. Talleyrand back up into 3rd spot after the pits shake out. Guesty, great spot in 4th place there with his early pit stop. Looks like it's working out for him. Io Graham, though, 2 seconds behind now on the softer compound, the medium tyre. So if he was doing fastest laps on the hards, imagine what he's going to do on those mediums. Cthulhu in 6th spot after his pit stop, just behind Io Graham by half a second. So it looks like Io Graham has jumped Cthulhu in the pits. The undercut worked in his favour. Then we look at the charts. Polly Pocket is in the best, says Jam. And Graham spun earlier in the race, Jam says. Yeah, so I guess he's looking strong with another stop for mediums from Jam. This is all Jam saying this. And Jam's last thing, Talleyrand 2 medium runs. Has he? Oh, he did start the mediums. Yeah, he must be thinking of coming in and putting some hards on at the end. Well spotted, Jam. Very good, yes. Interesting stuff. Doesn't make sense. He's going to have to do another pit. Unless he's doing it in reverse, like the other guys, that he's going to do on the very last lap. He's going to, isn't he? On the very last lap, I bet you, Jam, he's going to come in. He's doing what the other guys are doing, but in reverse, where they went in on the first lap. Last lap hard run. It's half a lap though, isn't it? It's no brainer. There we go. Jokers is going in with Alexis Maximus now, so that gives Talleyrand the lead. Like I said, like Jam has pointed out on the chat, he has not done a hard run so far yet this race, so it'd be interesting to see how he deals with that. Guesty, oh, Guesty's under some pressure from Io Graham, and I tell you, there's many people I would not mind behind me, but Io Graham is definitely not one of them. Just because he's good, not because of anything untoward or rude. Just he's fast and there's no way of keeping him behind you. But in the tunnel you can see already getting past. The momentum he's got coming out of the last corner. There you go. So Guesty dropping in for a bit of IR Graham tow. The 2 greenies, we see these 2 cars a lot together nowadays, don't we? 2 green cars around the streets here of Tokyo. That's the colour I would feel after I'd eaten something from one of those street vendors, I believe. Proper green to the gills. Talleyrand then, 8-9 seconds lead on IR Graham. Talleyrand though, he's got to pit again. He's going to have to pit. Whoosh. Revelations. So interesting strategy there from Talleyrand on how he's going to deal with that. IR Graham, he will be wanting to close that time to be able to not let Talleyrand get away with that pit stop. Guesty in a great 3rd spot. some 1.7 seconds ahead of Cthulhu, with Ragnar in 5th. He was up there earlier, but that's not bad. That's just a 5th spot. Some 5.5 seconds behind Cthulhu, and only 1.5 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale on an interesting strategy, the same as Guesty and the Mika Wivry, but he's pitting a little later than those guys. So Alexis Maximus in 7th spot now, just running to the end of the race. Same as Jokus in 8th. Mika Wivry had her 2nd pit stop, and she's some 13 seconds ahead of Pat, who looks like he'll be coming in at the end of this, or in the middle of this lap. It's just down here, isn't it, next to this hairpin. So Talaram then. Yeah, he's got to be coming back in for some hard tyres, and I believe he'll probably do it right on the very last lap, I suppose, on the way home. He's going to pop into Tesco Express, pick up some 4 Heinekens, a sausage roll, a pack of peanuts maybe. When he's had 2 cans in, it's always fun to throw the peanuts up in the air, try and catch them in your gob, or hit your eyeballs with them. So there, he's gone fastest than he's gone before with a 41.786, but it's not faster than I.R. Graham's fastest lap, which is a 41.394. I.R. Graham 8.5 seconds behind Talaran now, pushing for the love of God. He's pulled nearly 2 seconds out on Guesty. Guesty 2.5 seconds ahead of the Spaniard, who's pushing hard now to try, and everyone's pushing hard. They all want some spottages. Jam on the chat. Last lap hard run. He said, I just said what he typed. Yes. The opposite of others. Yeah, that's what I said as well. Going to be tight on the last straight, because Graham will have momentum. He will. He will. It's going to be a humdinger at the moment. We can see Ragnar trying to fight off Kale, only by 2/10. I'm going to get on board with Kale, and look, is it safe to say we're over halfway? I think if the room crashes now, the positions stand, and they'll class that as a race. So room never crashed. 3rd time lucky was right, as we watch Kale making a move, going into the tunnel side by side with Ragnar, and he's just ahead of Ragnar now. Ragnar down to 6th spot, but he wants to come back at the South African. He tucks in behind. No, he's back out again to take the inside line. He's going to be brave. He's going to be brave. He was brave. He was very brave. Go on, Ragnar. Wow, I don't think Kale was expecting that one bit. He thought he made the move, made it stick, and Ragnar got his big old balls out and showed Kale them. Amazing, awesome stuff. And this race still continues. I want to have a look around at the rest of the fields. Well done, Ragnar, Jam Huntington says on the stream. But there we see Kale going for another move of the inside of the pole. He's on the inside line. They're braking now for the 90-degree corner, and Kale makes the position back. But I think they're just swapping all the way around, these pair. I think they're pretty even on pace, it seems, and they're just swapping places. Ragnar's last lap, a 43.763, and Kale's last lap, 43.6. Excuse me, 8.2, so nothing in between these two, although Kale is capable of doing a 42. He is pulling away 6/10 ahead of Ragnar right now. Let's have a quick look around and come back to that. So Talleyrand, it's down to 7.5 seconds. We saw it was 8.5 seconds a couple of laps ago. We've got 6 minutes left. Graham is on his best lap in the chat. Jam says Kale just flopped his out and said, "What are you going to do about that?" He did. He did. He looked at Ragnar's nuts and went, "Yeah, all right." You heard about us South Africans. There's something in the air. It makes us grow big. That was meant to be. I worked with a couple of South Africans, so I know how they talk, like kind of Dutch, but not. That was awful, but when I worked with them, I was alright at it. But I haven't worked with South Africans for a while, so I haven't got on to it. I'll have to watch Lethal Weapon 2. Get me rigs. White bread or brown bread? Give me diplomatic immunity. Talleyrand leading 7.5 seconds from IR Graham, who is 4 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty only 1.5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's really hunting that green car down. He fancies himself a podium today. Kale is now ahead of Ragnar, but only just. Ragnar will not let Kale have a moment's peace on the chat. A man of 1,000 unrecognisable voices. You are right. In my head, they sound good. I always get really chuffed with myself. I'm always like, well, I didn't know I could do that. And then I listen back to the stream sometimes and think, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, hey up, someone's just coming out of the pits. Guesty had to nip in. What did Guesty have to nip in for? He's still in 6th though. But yeah, surprising. Oh, where's number 6? Look down at the keyboard, you fool. So he must have had to just need a little splash and dash. He mustn't have been happy about his fuel, maybe. So Talleyrand then, I honestly don't know. I don't know why Guesty must have needed fuel. He must have needed a top up. But Talleyrand there is 7.5 seconds. It's levelled out between those two. Now, I don't think IR Graham is pulling him in anymore. I don't know if IR Graham knows that Talleyrand needs to come into the pits to put hard tyres on. Cthulhu then has got past. Where is... Oh yeah, Guesty, because Guesty's been into the pits. How bizarre. Guesty must have needed the fuel. Jam Huntington should have been okay. Oh, Jam, sorry, above that said underfueled by Guesty. Should have been okay. Yes. But that's great for Cthulhu. The Spaniard going up into a 3rd spot, with Kale now in 4th, managing to shake off Ragnar by about a second. Guesty 1.9 seconds behind these guys, on fresher rubber though. I don't know how much difference that will make. It's not that much fresher than theirs. There's 3 minutes left of this race. Alexis Maximus looks like he's flying behind Guesty. Looks like he can see a position and he wants it. You really do get amped up when you see a spot ahead of you. Does give you that extra couple of tenths a second a lap. And then Mika Wivry in 9th spot, some 10 seconds behind Jokers. She's done the fastest lap of her own of a 43.604. The laps look quite steady. She's got quite a lot of fuel left as well. So Talleyrand then 9.9 seconds. IR Graham dropping off here. Has his tyres fallen off the wall? They don't look like it. Is he trying to save fuel maybe? Settling for that 2nd spot. He's got 4 seconds from Cthulhu. Cthulhu still slamming them in. 43.067 on his last lap. IR Graham 41.9. So he's doing the well. We'll see. He's just coming up to the lap time, but he's dropped nearly 2 seconds in that one lap. So either he made a real mistake or he is backing off somewhat. 2 minutes left of this race. Oh, if he only knew Talleyrand needed to go into the pits. A 1:45.8, and I'm unsure. I don't know if he's saving fuel, if he made a mistake, but he obviously doesn't know Talleyrand has to come back in the pits, or he probably would have been pushing to stay close to Talleyrand. Graham, big error, lost 3 seconds. That's what Jam said. So I love how you're just so definite about it. I'd be all like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't know why he's dropped back a bit. 12 seconds, my lord. So Talleyrand, he's looking like he's getting that pit stop that he needed on IR Graham, with IR Graham maybe making a mistake. 4 seconds, must have been a wall hit, Jam says. So, or another spin maybe in the chicane. Ooh. We've seen him do it already when he's pushing. That could have been what happened, but now Cthulhu only 1.7 seconds ahead behind him. So interesting stuff between 2nd and 3rd, and this is really playing into Talleyrand's hands, which is lucky because he needs some fuel. We've got 50 seconds left. If he's going to do the pit stop, he's going to have to do it now. He's not going to risk it another lap, surely. Oh yeah, he is, because I don't think the pit lane's anywhere. It's down the other end of the track, so if he doesn't get across that line, he's going to end up with a 30-second penalty, I think. Pace has gone though. It has for Talleyrand, for IR Graham, 1.1 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's fuel is in the red. IR Graham's fuel's fine. What is Talleyrand going to do? He's gone across the line. He's got plenty of time for another lap, which gives him the opportunity to pop in the pits. There we see Io Graham has made it across the line in time to follow Talleyrand around. And so has Cthulhu. Everyone else really, as Kale makes it across. Just about, maybe, no. It's tight. No, Kale, 4th. There you go. Ragnar in 5th, sorry. Alexis Maximus is in 6th. Guesty, Joker 7th. Guesty 8th. Got to look to see if Talleyrand goes into the pits. There he goes, yes. Jam called it. Said right on the very dead last lap. So what does that put Io Graham and Cthulhu 6/10 behind Io Graham? Oh my God, oh my word, they're thereabouts. Talleyrand's coming back out the pits. Oh, he's only just in the corner. It's not enough. I bet he can't believe his blooming luck. I bet he thought he's been doing 2:45s. He was fuel saving, I believe, and that has played into Talleyrand's hands totally. They both went the 2 opposite ways. Io Graham started to fuel save, I believe. He'd done 2:45s in a row. He's still just ahead of Cthulhu, but there we see Talleyrand taking the feature race win. Well, not yet. We've still got a couple of corners to go. It's not over yet. He's on the hard tyres. Anything can happen. Io Graham really easing off. He's got to save that fuel. He's worried he's not going to get in there. And there we see Cthulhu all over the back of Io Graham. We're going down to the final chicane. Cthulhu's looking on the inside. No, he's poked back in. I should remember that camera's deceiving. But Cthulhu all over Io Graham now with only 1 corner to go. And Cthulhu's going for the outside. He's going back on the inside. He's trying all he can, but I don't think there's enough there. We see Talleyrand crossing the line. Congratulations. Great win. Great strategy. There we see Io Graham going for 2nd with Cthulhu finishing. Oh, he only just finished in 3rd. Kale 4th. Ragnar 5th. Alexis Maximus 6th. Jokus was in 7th. Guesty 8th. Damn you. I think Mika Wivery. No, I'm not going to guess. There you go. Congratulations. Talleyrand. I was going to say, oh, Graham, he didn't win it. VRC Talleyrand, he went off 8 positions. That is fantastic stuff. Great win from Talleyrand. Congratulations. We got there in the end. Took us 3 attempts, but there you go. We got the race. And we got the race we wanted, totally. So, in the chat, we have Jam saying, underfueled by Guesty, should have been okay. Graham, big error, lost 3 seconds, 4 seconds, must have been a wall hit. Jam, pace has gone though. He also says, fuel saving by Graham after. Pat said, didn't enjoy that one, 28 minutes of test session. Don't know where my pace went tonight. Jam also said Graham does have a habit of running out of fuel on last laps. He does. Carly said, way to go, Talleyrand. And Jam said, wow, great race, everyone. There you go. That's the gang in the tube. And what they have to say, there we see Talleyrand. Talleyrand and Io Graham on their timeshare winning of MaX5. It's going to make that table very, very interesting indeed. I mean, Io Graham's already had to drop around for not making the first round, so it's all about the drop scores between Talleyrand and Io Graham. Wow, 1st and 2nd for those two. 3rd place, Cthulhu, fantastic. Take a boo, my son. Brilliant stuff from Cthulhu, always showing good. Then we have Kale in 4th. Man alive, he didn't look like he had the pace today, but he scrapped his way through. Ragnar didn't look like he was going to make this 2nd race, but there he is in 5th spot. That's great stuff. Alexis Maximus in 6th. Joker 7th. Guesty was in 8th. The Mika, oh, poor Guesty, he had to go back in again. Oh, so frustrating for him. The Mika Wivery in 9th and Pat in 10th. Your fastest lap was provided to you by Io Graham in the Reese's Pieces Mazda, and he did a 141.394 on lap 11. Wow. Deep breath, guys. Those MaX5s, eh? I never know what to expect when we come off into this. I really don't. I never know what to expect, and it turns into an absolute banger. An absolute banger. It is. It's like a prodigy tune. MaX5. MaX5 is the prodigy of GT Sports. That was a lovely swig of the Red of Bull. So all we've got left then this weekend is tomorrow evening, Sunday night, the HPEC. We've seen Matt Psycho doing a little bit of testing already this evening. We've popped in and out. Cthulhu came from nowhere. It's a great drive, says Jam. And Carly says, I'm happy I've not had a last since Sardinia. And commentary was alright, says Jam. Thanks, mate. I love it. Put me down more. I like it. Getting better race by race. Carly, says Jam. There you go then. That was your Saturday night pleasure with the MX5s. And wow, round 4's over and done with. Only 2 more rounds left. Ooh. Then what am I going to do with my Saturday nights, eh? I don't know. So join us tomorrow, Sunday, for the HPEC. Don't forget to go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Click on the button that says join our community and come to our Discord. Have a look in our sign up. Well, you've got to get your number on the roster, the driver roster. And after you've done that, get yourself over to the sign up. Get yourself signed up for the new Porsche Sprint Trophy series that's starting on, I believe, Tuesday evenings very soon in November. And also get yourself signed up to the Red Bull Junior series. Taran's thanking me for sticking it out now. God, stress. So everyone at home, do all that, what I've just said, and I will see you Sunday evening, hopefully. And I was your broadcaster and commentator, Gymnasium. Yeah, Jim. So I was your commentator, Gymnasium. Thank you for watching, and join us again. We're a cookie little crew and we enjoy you. So please come around to the VRC. We like to race